Hey there, YouTube. Happy Monday. How's everybody today? I am cold. I live in New England and we have a high wind warning and a bad storm coming to town. Certainly nothing as bad as our friends in the Midwest have faced with tornadoes and all that other fun stuff. But yeah, if for some reason this live abruptly shuts down, then that means my house got eaten by a tree. Knock on wood, that's not going to happen and everything's going to be great. But have you noticed anything different today? Do you hear anything in the background? That's right. We are trying out some background music today. I keep looking over here because I'm trying to make sure that that volume of that background music isn't going to blow anybody's eardrums out. But I got a couple of comments from people watching the VODs for the live stream of the game. They all had the same question. Why aren't you playing the game music? The reason I'm not playing the game music is the developers of Disco Elysium have themselves confirmed that even on the streamer settings, you can get dinged by YouTube if you play the music for the game. They've tried to work around this with YouTube, but they just haven't been able to get there. And what I am afraid of is not an effect on monetization, because number one, I'm not worried about that. And number two, I'm not monetized on YouTube. But what I'm more worried about is some people who have put out content on Disco Elysium and included background music have had their videos muted. And the last thing I want to see over 10 hours into this game is for the audio for the VODs to get muted. So I did my best to try to find some nice ambient music that would give some of you watching the live stream or the VOD a little bit of atmosphere as we're playing. And I hope you enjoy it. It's not going to be exactly like the music for Disco Elysium. I've checked out the soundtrack. It's great, but we're not using it. But hopefully this improves the vibe on the channel. I want the community, the little itty bitty community I have, to be happy. But enough of that, enough of me yip yapping. We got to get back to Revachol. Okay, so here we are. We're standing out here. It is late in the evening on day one, which is odd because when we had left the game, we had gone to sleep the night before. But I had to come into the game and kind of check the game audio settings against the background music, and I think it reversed us back a few minutes in time. So,
yes.
Can we? No, we cannot say goodnight. All right, we're just going to... Whoops. We're just going to leave. Nothing. We're just going to leave, and maybe Kim will say goodnight to us, and we're going to go to bed. See you in the morning. You got it, my friend.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
Yeah, this bed looks really disgusting.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Perfect. We are going to crawl in and we are going to go to bed.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't come.
Okay, so we're going to have to go back through this. Reptile brain is going to show up and talk some nonsense, but that's okay. But I want to sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Why? This is how I sound when I can't sleep, which usually I can, but insomnia is the worst, isn't it?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Let's roll over to the other side.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
That is very likely what is going on. and I'm probably asking these questions. Who killed him? Who?
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
So I'm not ruling out at all that the Union did it. That seems like the most likely culprit, but I don't know. There's something about this game that has me thinking not everything is going to be as it appears. And so I'm trying to be open-minded about that. But yeah, no more thoughts for the moment. We need our guy. We found out his name is Harry. We need Harry to go to bed.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you.
There we go.
Until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Oh. Are we putting together all the evidence we've collected? Is that what we're thinking about? Oh, I remember this from last time. Sorry to those of you that are seeing this as a repeat. You know, what happens if we go this way? Can we go? Yeah, we can't go this way. So last time I just obviously followed the path of least resistance into this courtyard, but I wanted to see if we could do something better. Here we go. This is not a comfy cozy image now, is it? Stop. I can't get him to stop wandering around. It's like the game's glitching on me a little bit. All right, let's talk to him again.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
What is this? So, all right, we could get philosophical right out of the gate, but I feel like Harry would ask this question. I would absolutely ask this question.
What it says on the can, Harry. Answer the question.
What can? Let's see. What was the question? Do I remember the scent of my childhood? So I think both of these are disappointing answers. I'm disappointed that Harry doesn't have a core memory like that. And I think he does, and he's trying to hide from it for some reason. But okay, I remembered nothing, or I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die. So I mean, I feel like we're still getting to know our main character here. So I'm not for certain on anything, but I don't want his response to be number 2. So I'm just going to say I remember nothing.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Tell me what this is. I'm not answering before you tell me who you are. You said who? I left? Or I was left. Okay. Let's go with 2, because I'm really curious if we're going to get any information. There's been a couple of times in this game where our subconscious seems to have alluded to us having a wife. And I really want to know the background of this character we're playing. So, you said who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
Dude, if we remembered that, we wouldn't be asking you, wait, what? And I have to say, I don't know what it is about this particular character, which is not the bloated corpse of a drunk. It's that reptilian brain voice that we had at the very beginning of the game. It irritates me for some reason. Tell me what this is. I'm not answering before you tell me who you are.
You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets, wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone.
Okay, so there's a lot going on in this. The one where you ask her what? It couldn't have been a good question if he was in the streets wandering. So did he ask her if she loves him and she said no? Did he ask her if she wants to be married to him and he said no? She said no. Did he ask her if she's been unfaithful to him and she said yes? It sounds like they had a real hard marital conversation and he did not get the response he wanted. It's the worst day of all time and it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone. So it sounds like this voice is telling Harry that his demise is imminent. I don't believe that.
Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
Oh. I left. I was left. So I would say if he asked her something and then was in the streets wandering and it was the worst day of his life, then she left. And she may have left him for his behavior that we've witnessed, right? With the benders and all of that and been justified. Or she could have given him an ultimatum on all that nonsense and he left her because of it. Either way, I think the biggest problem I observe in Harry right now is he listens to that voice in his head more often than he should. And I think one of the biggest challenges in life, I will say, as a middle-aged wife who's been married for over 20 years and the mother of young adults and someone who's been gainfully employed for 3 decades, is you have to learn that you have an unreliable narrator in your own head some of the time. And you can't even always trust what you tell yourself. But how do we want to play this? Do we want him to have left? Or do we want her to have left? I think I want him to have left. Because whether it's realistic of me or not, I really want Harry to redeem himself. And I think it's easier to do that if he left than if she did.
Oh no, Funky baby, you stayed.
Oh.
It was the rest of it that left. Or you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go.
Okay, so it sounds like there was an ultimatum about his drinking, potentially his addiction, his bad behavior, and probably his inability to recognize when the voice in his head is an unreliable narrator.
Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it all back. I don't want to come back. He's going to get a horrible response regardless of what he says. I still want him to be hopeful.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
Elysium? I've talked to you. So I'm curious what the definition of Elysium is, but I'm a little bit miffed. I don't like this voice. I didn't like it at the beginning of the game. I don't like it now. It's overly dramatic and ridiculous and fatalistic in ways that just nobody knows the future to that extent. And so I want to call it out. So the way I'm going to do that is by letting it know that I recognize it.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. and the actor's wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you.
Yeah, but even if he is just talking to himself, the first step is recognizing that he recognizes that voice and having had conversations with it prior. At least that's my feelings.
You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed.
See, I told you we were going to come back to this.
Stinky boy.
All right, let's just move forward. Quite frankly, this isn't a very productive dream. What is Elysium?
Everything. The pale and the islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history.
Okay.
You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
Oh, shut up. That's what I have to say to this voice. Just shut up. It is not... He didn't fail 6 billion people. The majority of those people don't even know who he is. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, now we're telling, like, exceptionally bloated fabrications.
You're not coming back from shit, thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
So the reality is he has made great headway with Kim over the course of a single day. And there have been moments where Kim has acknowledged the value that Harry is bringing to this investigation. They may be little acknowledgments, but they're still there. So how do we want... I'm trying to solve this case. My mind is tired and broken. Help me. So first off, this voice is no help to anybody. So we are not asking it for help. We are also not going down the pity party route with this voice because my mind is tired and broken. This is exactly what this voice wants us to believe about ourselves. And we might be tired and we might be broken in many ways. That doesn't mean it's over yet. Like, so what? So you failed. Big freaking deal. Honestly, some of the best lessons I've learned from my life have come out of failure. And some of the best successes and biggest amazing things that have happened in my life have come when I felt like everything was falling apart around me. You just don't know what life is going to throw at you. And you know what it makes me think about? And God, I feel like I'm on a soapbox right now, so I apologize for that. But these little skill events that we have through this game, where sometimes even when there's a 70% chance of success, you still fail. And sometimes when there's a 40% chance of success, you succeed, even just by taking the risk. That's life. That's just how it is. So let's try to bring it back to what is important. What is the objective thing we're trying to focus on right now? Baby steps. Just focus on that thing. I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
You know what I know in my head is reptiles are cool, but they're certainly not a species to take advice from.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
Okay, so I will give the limbic system this. This is absolutely correct. There's something wrong with his thoughts. And I think it's important to acknowledge when you're falling down this spiral of toxic thoughts that are leading you nowhere. God, there's another type.
Oh, yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes, too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry.
Thank God.
Time to go to work in the shit factory.
I hope he wakes up. And he does. All right. So, I will say I personally am of a personality that I can lose my patience with that kind of business because it's not productive. Oh, wait. Oh, no, it did. I was like, who fixed his window? But nobody fixed his window.
Good going, buddy.
Oh my God, what the hell was that? I just had the most beautiful dream. Uplifting, rejuvenating. Is that how it's going to be now when I close my eyes? How do I want to play this? I think this is the most real reaction.
Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell is going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Okay, so I don't think electrochemistry is where we should be taking our advice either. Why is this happening? It's happening because you're super hungover and you drove your life into a ditch with all the drinking and everything else. Like, that's why it's happening. But I think number 2 is a lie, but I also think we need to try to course correct a little bit and just get some momentum behind us so we can start our day.
That's not really true. Your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more.
We are not getting any more.
Don't do that.
Right.
Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself.
Yep. Yeah, no, I can take this. I am not going to go looking for speed.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
Okay, so we have 2 choices. Are we going to opt into this thinking? Who am I kidding? Of course I want some speed. Or are we going to opt out? So I don't intend to make... If I have any control over how Harry's story plays out, I don't want it to be this perfect, neat and tidy little redemption story. I actually think most of us fall into the gray area between good and bad. I want him to as well. But this is one thing that I want us to just relinquish because I think it's a lot more interesting to not have this monkey on his back for the remainder of the game. And I'm going to try to fight it where I can.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shellman. See how you do without your spark.
I think he has other sparks. Let's see how we're doing on skills anyways. So electrochemistry's at a 3 for physique. I really don't have a plan for where I'm trying to get myself more propped up, but shivers. When the temperature drops and you become more keenly aware of your surroundings. Yeah, so shivers, this is one of the areas that I'm intrigued by. And I would like to, on this physique line, I would like to nurture this a little bit if I get the opportunity, because I just think it would be really fun. I even said I think it would be fun for Harry at this point of his career if he became more of a paranormal detective, just because that would just be a fun storyline. Okay. So we've got that going on. What's going on here? Getting the body down. Go to Measurehead and ask him to get the body down. That is going to be our first job of the morning. Find money for rent and pay Gart. I think we have enough money to pay him. The special borscht. What's so special about the borscht the strikers are eating? The cook in the whirling in rags is making it. You can find him in the kitchen. Look into it. Okay, so we should probably do that as well. I'm curious what happens if we look at ourselves in the mirror today before we head out to meet up with Kim.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Use your chain cutters to fix the faucet and stop the steam from fogging up the mirror. I'd like us to get to the point where we have enough. Tool not in hand. This is a white check. You may retry it. Where is the tool? I always do that. Okay, let the mirror be. Chain cutters. I don't know that chain cutters are actually going to help us fix that. I'm going to leave it for now. See, I'm already going down a rabbit hole. Where do you suppose Kim is? We see him out here anywhere? Maybe he's downstairs having breakfast. We gotta pay Gart. We have enough money to pay Gart, but we have to keep bringing in some cash. Oh, look at this. The Union is in there. There's Kim. This is an interesting development. Good morning.
Can I help you?
About my bill
Got the
for
20
tonight.
real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Yep. Anything to talk with Kim
Morning.
about? He gives you a quick nod.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The Union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
Okay. Are these the men Gart told us about yesterday?
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about. And one big problem to replace it.
Okay. What do you mean by rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union. These men here, men who drink beer for breakfast, there's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
It's so funny, like, look at the the sweet old lady in the wheelchair is just like sitting here listening to Kim and I talking about all this stuff. Like, there are so many of them. Maybe we should call in reinforcements?
That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union.
Okay.
In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay?
So I'm kind of clear on why we need to talk to them, but I want to see what Kim's take is on why he thinks it's necessary, because that kind of might help us to set up a strategy.
Everything points to the Dockworkers Union. The belt used for hanging him, the circumstances in Martinez, my preliminary information.
But this is the thing. This whole conflict between the corporation, what is it, Wild Pines, and the Union is very complex. And this murder seems so neat and tidy. And that is why I'm really having a hard time just assuming it's the Union. I could be dead wrong. It possibly could be the Union, but I'm still struggling with that. I don't know, like, for any of you watching, if you had the same struggle or just, I don't know. This game makes me really, like, cautious to make assumptions.
Which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
All right, let's
One
roll.
more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
I personally think what we should do is not get delayed with this. I think we should go find Measurehead because the union boss already said that they were going to help us get the body down. I think we should get the body down and we should finish the autopsy because this not only impacts the union workers and our ability to solve the case in a timely fashion, but think about this. This body's been hanging in that tree for a week. This is impacting everybody in this neighborhood.
Good. A power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first.
Yeah.
But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
Of course, I'm curious to know what they have to say about the murder, but I feel like if the community understands that we came here to try to improve the situation with this rotting corpse for them, we're going to get the community on our side by doing that. And that strengthens our position. Right now, the community doesn't trust us. The union doesn't trust us. And the corporate people, I feel, are trying to use us.
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
All right. Can we say hi to this lady?
Just a moment.
The old woman turns back to the cafeteria manager.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
The cafeteria manager appears genuinely apologetic.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
The lady is distressed. Perhaps something more upbeat might cheer her up.
Howdy, Lena, what's kickin'? Good day, ma'am. Everything all right? Sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to eavesdrop on your conversation. Tell me how I might make it up to you. You seem busy. I'll come back later. Let's just straightforward. Good day. Is everything all right?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead, too.
Wait, what's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
She frowns.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask God, maybe.
Okay, so we have to ask this question, it looks like. I think it's none of our business, but we'll ask it. Why did you need to use the phone anyway?
To let the young woman who's house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them.
Oh, no.
I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
Okay, so this is concerning.
But you have more important things to worry about.
She glances out the window toward the bay. What is this expedition your husband was on?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the waterlock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
The waterlock. That was broken. Could this be it?
Yeah. The waterlock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there.
Oh my. What happened to the waterlock?
Probably just some technical problem.
Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect. Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation.
And if you see him, Let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
If I see him, I'll let him know you're here. Or I've really spent... No. We are going to accept the task. If I see him, I'll let him know you're here. When or if I get there.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Okay. That's all for now, ma'am. Okay, let's get going. We are gonna walk right past these guys and out the door in my stunning and stylish getup. All right, let's go this way. We need to meet Measurehead at the docks. Where is he? Oh, didn't we need to talk to this guy Manana as well? And he was gone the last time? I think we did.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
Was nice enough.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
He notes solemnly, then turns to you, a wide smile adorning his face.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Everett said you have a key to a door?
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
He said it belonged to a weasel.
Oh, say no more. I got you.
He taps the side of his nose with a little wink.
I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
Let's see. I took an opportunity. I heard something about a weasel. I'm not opening the store for myself. I'm not really doing this for political reasons. I'm gonna go with 4. I'm not really doing this for political reasons.
Oh, so the none of the above type, are you? I get it. I like to keep my distance too. But it doesn't matter. It's a good thing you're doing. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the Whirling in Rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter.
His gaze wanders off into the distance.
None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else I should know about this task? This weasel person? When he'll be home?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
I see. So he's senior management. The man takes a big sip from his flask.
Who he is and what they're fighting for? This is interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Why are you striking?
We're negotiating our share.
Your share?
Aye.
He seems pleased with himself. Wait, so not wages or pensions or...
This stuff. They already covered.
Okay. Shouldn't you be grateful then? No. At least you got the benefits. That's something. However much you feed the wolf.
The wolf always wants more. I like wolves.
How large a share would you like?
All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
Interesting. All right. The boss man, Evrart, what can you tell me about him?
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman.
What does bossing the union entail, anyway?
I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties, watches out for his own.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish.
That death seemed lavish to me.
He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion.
So it's interesting how he contradicts himself a little bit.
Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway, and moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
Interesting.
Not you, you would like to say. But then there's that weasel door.
Got the picture. Let me ask you something
Sure
else.
thing.
What is this? News of the world? Talk about personal stuff. Get to know him.
I don't even know your name. Who are you?
Call me Mañana. I'm just a humble harbor worker for the past 6-7 years.
Okay.
Mañana sounds like a Mesk word, but he doesn't actually look much like a Mesk. Not a given name for certain. It's a taken name. The kind for artists, or criminals, or revolutionaries and the sort. An alias. A nom de guerre.
A nom de guerre. Ooh, I like that. Mañana. You don't look like a... Call me Mañana. What kind of name is that? Well met. Mañana. That's a sweet-ass name. Let's just go with that.
A name worthy of the man who holds it, friend. Names are important.
Hold on. Have you had any other names?
Plenty to go around. Don't get greedy and try to swipe mine, though. You got your own.
So it's a nom de guerre.
A nom de guerre would be more like Guerra Mañana.
He chuckles, then realizes something.
Now that we are getting so well acquainted, what's your name?
Be honest with him.
Honesty? I lost it while drinking. Okay, I think I might be Harry. Alright then. Wait. This doesn't make any sense. Let's just say this.
Harry. It's cool, but I'm sure you could come up with something even cooler.
Interesting. No. Any idea who killed the hanged man?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
The mark was hanged with a very specific type of cargo belt, one often used in heavy transport areas. We're not going to give him that information. The harbor is a prime area of suspicion. In your opinion, are the dock workers involved in the killing? Let's ask him this way.
What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
Interesting. Pushed how?
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
Hold up. What does that mean?
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
I don't want this to be the next question. I want to understand, what does that mean? What did he do? But all right, did you kill him?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
Got it.
He's not lying about not doing it himself.
Yeah.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
Good talking to you. All right, let's come up here. We gotta find what's his face. I'm assuming he's standing over here. Yep, there he is. Are we gonna talk about how much he eats potatoes?
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Evrart told you to help us get the body down from the tree. Why are you not with the Hardy Boys? Yeah, let's ask him this first.
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
God, this guy has got to be a blast at parties, don't you think?
You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He is usually more himself.
There's more to it. What have you got against them?
fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant and a narcotics peddler.
Whoa.
It's shameful.
Interesting. Who do you mean?
Find out for yourself. Endomorphic blub.
Oh. Oh my god, I want a t-shirt that says endomorphic blob. That would be a great t-shirt, wouldn't it?
Interesting.
I agree. Okay, so Evrart told you to help us get the body down from the tree.
So it was. My unpromising race pupil entered the harbor and used my superior to give me orders. I salute your cunning and will remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
You're gonna want to wear gloves and probably bring a mask because it's gonna be gooey and gross.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
I hate that her name is Measurehead's babe. I want to, like, what's her real name? Like, I don't know.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you.
Oh.
Both of you.
That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're taking the Union's side.
Okay, so do we want to say that openly? Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that? Okay then. No way, we're not going to do that. If I ask him this, can I come back and say this? I want to know what Kim thinks. I would not want to... Let's just ask him.
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it on ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Okay.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic haplogroup.
Hey man, what do I know? I'm just endomorphic blob. Okay then.
Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
I'm really intrigued by this romance between him and Measurehead Babe. I really want to know, like, their love story. Am I the only one who wants to know their love story? I don't know. I'm intrigued. There he goes. He's huge, huh? Can I talk to her?
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
Why are you with Measurehead? You can't lead with that question. Although I will say, like, imagine if in this world we just flat out asked each other the question we really want to ask, right? I know we can't do that. That's not how things work. But okay, let's see if we can get there. Let's just go with something casual. Apparently so.
Cool. I like men with guns and power. I'm Katya, by the way.
Ask and you shall receive. All right, I know her name, Katya.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I also wish I could see it.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Evrat's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
Nope, it's not.
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
Kim. I love how Kim is so tidy and organized and precise and by the book, but every once in a while he will throw this backhanded zinger at someone. Like, I absolutely love him for it. Okay, I'll work with whomever I want. I'm an unbelievably correct. That's none of your business.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. Then
Oh no.
the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
I wanted to talk to Katya more. Here he comes.
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
I'm not even going to acknowledge it. I'm just going to be cordial and professional. Thank you for your cooperation, Measurehead.
Farewell, ham sandwich. You are a union man from now on.
That is Mr. Ham Sandwich to you. Okay. Let's leave. Because now I am dying to find out what condition that corpse is in. So we can finish that autopsy at least. And the community can see that we got that out of there. How do we, like, what happens next? Oh no, I always do this. I always get stuck over here. Oh, the lady that was over here is not here anymore. You also have to go do that weasel thing. Where is... on the ground now. So that's an improvement,
The
at
corpse
least.
lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
Beautiful? No. Well, it's down. That's exactly what I would say.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
Ooh, a field autopsy?
1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
Oh, we're making progress, guys. All right, here we
The
go.
RCM's 4-phase murder scene processing manual.
Of course he would know it by heart.
The fuck are they on about?
Relax, Kuno. We got this.
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
Yep, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Got it. Let's just...
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
All right. First, what exactly is a field autopsy?
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Mundi, is the world's highest summit. And the failure of the 38 single, Epui Descent, to crack the top 20 was the death knell of disco. But what a field autopsy is, you have no idea.
I have moments like this. This is what happens to you in middle age. I mean, granted, for him, maybe it's happening because he's still incredibly hungover. But there are moments where I can remember all the lyrics to the song American Pie by Don McLean, which is a little bit older than my time, but it's still a great song. But yet I have to like look up the last name of someone on my team at work because I blank out for a second. Happens to all of us. It's okay. All right. So why don't you know? Actually, it appears I've forgotten. Clap your gloved hands. Let's get in there. All right. So how much damage do you think I'm going to do if I don't ask? You know what? He already knows that we have a crappy memory right now. So let's just... Actually, it appears I have forgotten what a field autopsy is.
Fine. It's a 3-part form to be filled out on the scene by the detectives responsible. One takes note, the other dictates. The goal is to establish cause of death.
Do we need a scalpel for this?
A scalpel is not always required. I hope this is one of those cases. Latex gloves are, however.
Okay. Clap your gloved hands. Let's get in there.
There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity.
Okay, so that's a very good point. Although, Kim, let's be quite honest here. Like, we don't have to worry that this dude's going to get infected with anything. But let's just say, all right.
I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact and you take notes?
Okay, where should I take these notes?
In your paperwork, officer. Just fill out the field autopsy form.
You're not going to believe this, but I think I lost my paperwork. He should know this. What's her name? Sylvie. When we talked to her on the phone, she said that she had to fish it out of the toilet.
Now they only have one paperwork, too.
Officer, what haven't you lost?
My shoes. I have both of them. I found the other one, too.
Good. Otherwise, you would only have one shoe now.
That's true. He looks at his notebook.
I can give you my paperwork. There's an autopsy form there. Several, actually. But only if it helps move things along.
Let's work off yours for now.
Right. The autopsy form is near the end.
He hands you the notebook and his pen. Open the notebook at the field autopsy form.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with...
All right. Begin. Number 1, assistant.
That's you.
Right? Harry Du Bois.
The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says...
Coroner's case number.
KK57-0803.0815.
This is exciting. Like, we're finally doing it. Like, we're finally doing the detective thing. I feel like up until this point, we've been running around in a haze thanks to Harry.
Next.
Name.
NA. Next.
Date of birth.
NA.
Age.
Roughly 50.
Dry 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side.
Yikes. I'm gonna write 42.
He nods.
Race.
Mondial.
Fair to olive-skinned, from the Isola of Mwindi. This is as vague as it gets. You might as well say whitish.
Write it down.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
That's all right. Sex.
Fucky!
Children. The little monster exclaims energetically.
Male.
Pigs can have sex.
We are not writing fucky. Male.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Well, there's one way to check, but we'll leave that alone for now. Date of death?
We're still going with March 4th. 51.
Right. 040351.
What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
Okay.
KK57 0503 0815 listens, motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
Evidence of treatment, Kim.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
A strange word. Treatment.
What exactly is treatment anyway?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
How did you not know that? Aren't you a cop? You're
Stop
leaving
it.
a weak impression here. Say something sure-handed. Don't overdo it. It's okay to be unsure.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. Interfering with body's position or wounds post-mortem. These kids have been throwing rocks at this body for a week.
A silent nod. The lieutenant places his gloved hand on the corpse's chest, as if in preparation. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed.
What the hell does that mean? What is this whole thing right here? I don't get it. I was completely in the zone until this.
Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today, 42 stations of breath.
Okay. Is this like a everything is connected kind of philosophical thing going on here?
We should start the post-mortem.
Turn the page.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
Let's see. Let's do the external examination summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
He turns the body onto its side to check the underwear label.
See, it's happening.
Kuno, you need to chill out, buddy.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
Write it down.
The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get to the victim's ceramic armor. Officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire. If you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to, you have deserved them more than anyone else.
I'm all for gray area Harry not being entirely honest, but not on this. Write it down.
The boot has a serial number. It's E50.100.100. The lines between the plates are in the shape of the alphanumerical. The number is purposefully concealed by the design.
Yeah, and this brings up the reason why I don't want to try to take the boots, because we already called a lady at the precinct and asked her to look into the serial number. In fact, we need to call her back when we're done here. But the cat's already out of the bag. Everybody already knows he's got these expensive boots on. So if you're going to be dishonest, this isn't the thing to do that about.
Tattoos.
He stands up, feet planted on either side of the body.
The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white.
Okay.
The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigot Mini.
Write it down.
The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color, yellow. Length, 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end.
Write it down.
Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age 42. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature, below freezing.
Write it down.
Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Touch the corpse's hair before moving on, or write it down. I don't know why, but I'm compelled to do number 1. Let's do that.
The hair under your latex fingers feels cold to touch, wet.
Write it down.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
I was hoping if we touched the body, we would get some kind of paranormal sense, because I'm trying to like cultivate that in Harry a little bit, just because I think it would be a fun, like spooky twist to the whole story, but it didn't do anything.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max.
All right, so this kid usually drives me crazy, but I have to say, that's hilarious. Sorry, Kuno. You are not going to be pitching for the Red Sox or the Yankees anytime soon, buddy. Can you tell I'm from New England?
Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest, consistent with predation.
Bite marks? Oh, like squirrels or something? Interesting. I suppose rodents would try to eat off of this, but can rats climb up into a tree? Write down, but amend for high velocity. No, we're just going to write it down.
Ligature mark.
The lieutenant produces a small folding knife. With the other hand pulling on the belt, he starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that.
Yeah.
The chain cutters.
Oh yeah, I'm prepared. Good thing we got these chain cutters. Pull out the rubber-gripped cutters.
Always good to think ahead. Now...
He points to the rope, squeezing the dead man's neck.
We need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See? My pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Let's see. Cut the belt off. Oh, gosh. Look for a good spot to cut.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the east.
28%. I'm not your pig, Kuno.
You are? You're Kuno's pig?
Concentrate on the belt, not on who is whose pig. There is no pig. There are only the chain cutters and the belt.
Dang it. I don't want to mess this up. This isn't fair. All right, remember what I said earlier when I was on my little soapbox about sometimes you learn from failure and sometimes the things you think aren't going to work out, and vice versa? I don't see any other choice here. Like, I'm not going to keep arguing with Kuno because I agree on volition. We need to concentrate on the belt. I had hoped if we stood up for ourselves, it would give us a little more confidence that would raise our ability here, but it didn't. So we're just going to do it and we're going to live with the consequences.
After some deliberation, you sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together.
See that?
Squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow.
See that? That soapbox was worth it a little while back. All right, here we go, guys. Everybody cross your fingers, cross your toes. Hold your breath. Let's do it.
Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
We did it. I need to take a breath for a second. Like, gosh, it's so funny. I don't want to disappoint Kim, and that's becoming a driving force for me in this game. But I also, I don't expect Harry to be this perfect good person. I don't even care if he's kind of a little bit shady, but I don't want him to fail. And my heart is kind of pounding over that. All right.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
The lieutenant has kneeled closer, running his finger along the dark red groove until there's a gap.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
Write it down.
Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia.
He pulls down the man's underpants.
No! Let's get up and see!
Oh, Kuno.
I fucking knew it!
Why am I starting to like these crazy kids? I couldn't stand them like 48 hours ago in the stream.
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Yep.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Write it down and move on.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip.
Interesting.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
Sounds like from previous battles.
From wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades.
Yeah.
Dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty.
The scarring is extensive, way more than a law official's.
Mm-hmm. We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars.
Write it down.
Last item, hands.
He takes the man's right hand in his and inspects it, then moves on to the other hand. Pick up the hand.
His flesh is cold, icy.
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from and what's your name?
Here we go. My name is...
I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from. From Cappadocia. And your name is Il Corbo. What can I do you for, Il Corbo de Cappadocia?
Nothing. I got nothing.
Nothing does. This was pleasurable. I sincerely thank you for touching my hand.
Nothing is as nothing does. This reminds me of Forrest Gump for some reason. What did he say in Forrest Gump? Stupid is as stupid does? Interesting.
We should do this more often. Be close like this, I mean.
Yeah, I don't think so, buddy.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling.
Were we expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
Write it down.
Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
Let's see. So what else do we have to do? We have to do the internal examination, description of injuries, summary. Tell me something, dead man. Try to remove the dead man's... So, description of injuries, summary. I feel, yeah, that's got to come. I mean, we can't describe all the injuries until we know what he looks like inside. Oh, we're going to open him up right here? That seems extreme, but okay. Can I just tell you guys, we have a high wind warning tonight and really bad storms moving through New England. I can hear the wind and it's just so cozy right now. Being here with you guys and working on this case and this game. I'm getting so sentimental as we're about to rip open this body. I think I'm stalling because I'm a little nervous, but all right, let's do it. Internal examination.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Why would we have something?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
If I may add the moral of the story. Nope. Right, NA.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
Oh, so hyoid bone. I know this from watching Dateline. Thank you, Keith Morrison. But that's this little bone somewhere in your neck, and it typically breaks when you're being strangled.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth, Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
This is nasty.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable.
Okay, so that's usually a clue as to how a person died in a murder. Write it down.
Respiratory system.
Back hunched, as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
From here, it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart. Hyoid ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands.
Write it down.
Hepatobiliary. NA.
He wipes his brow. Why? Why don't we have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
He looks at the corpse's stomach with a mixture of tiredness and disgust. I don't think so.
Neither am I. Same
Right,
for
NA.
toxicology and serology. NA.
Both?
Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there.
So this is a weird way to do an autopsy, right? Or wait, after it's transported, are they going to do like toxicology and all of that? The completionist in me wonders if there's something we could still do.
Like a toxicology screening? At this stage, I doubt processing will find anything, even if he was brimming with cocaine. But still, you should add a request.
Okay, write NA and add toxicology requested.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging.
Write it down.
Gastrointestinal.
I think the toxicology is important for one reason. There was this talk about borscht, and like all of these people, all the strikers are eating borscht, which is an Eastern European type of soup. And I don't know, just the way it was brought up made me wonder if there's something in that stuff. And it's making me curious if there's any type of poisoning or any type of influence using chemical substances that's happening with this guy or anybody else in this situation. I think anything shady that comes up should go through toxicology for that reason. Kim breathes a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around to the ground, the pool of feces there.
This will do.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
He touches the corpse's bloated lower abdomen briefly. Write it down. Omit the voila.
What's next on the list?
Description of injuries summary.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
Hang on. I had a sneeze that's been trying to get out, and I knew it was going to come. Okay, what about the injuries we have inflicted? Bite marks, contusions, ligature marks. Let's go down the list.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body.
I see, okay.
Odontologist does not need to be consulted.
Okay, I thought it was rodents, but that makes more sense. Write it down.
And your opinion, officer?
Opinion, fatal injury. B, non-fatal, post-mortem. Yes.
Agreed. Next injury?
Contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Write it down.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Opinion, fatal injury, non-fatal. I think it was non-fatal post-mortem.
Right. Next.
All right, what about ligature mark? Wait, what's the 4th injury field
Nothing.
for?
Just in case.
What about the injuries we have inflicted?
Oh, so we inflicted them?
Okay, I have inflicted.
Okay, so there's a spin-stabilized munition from a Kiel A990 muzzleloader lodged in his lung. I don't think we should mention that. Better not to muddy the waters.
Nobody's gonna notice that? But isn't that sloppy?
Be pedantic if you like, it doesn't matter. No one else is going to investigate this man's murder. And if they do, such details would only confuse them.
Well, I think it's not confusing at all. We were trying to shoot the body down because we couldn't figure out how else to do it, and we accidentally shot him. But it was post-mortem, and it was not a fatal injury.
See? These pigs are fucking corrupt.
The boy nods approvingly.
Why don't you fuck him if you love him so much?
Now, injuries.
All right. Ligature marks. Finish the autopsy.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact.
Okay, so it didn't break his neck.
I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
No signs of clawing on the neck. Why?
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
So it's weird. Like, with no signs of him clawing around the neck, to me that means he didn't fight it. So was he already unconscious when they hung him? Or dead? I don't know. I might be reading too much into it, though. Opinion, fatal injury?
That's it. We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. But it's a start.
Okay, I can live with that.
Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
New skill point. Oh, we gotta check that out. First, how did it go? What now? Give him back his notebook. What now?
Now we put him in a body bag and I drive him to Forborg for processing.
Okay.
The lieutenant looks at the dead man one more time, then at his notebook, then at the corpse again. He's thinking, did I miss something? I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always something.
Search the body one more time thoroughly. Let's bag him and take him away. Try to remove the dead man's boost. Tell me something, dead man.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Okay. Let's see. I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
You are now, but who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
I have another question for you.
Go ahead, Corpo.
Enough.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features.
Perception.
If possible. Also, see me in your dreams.
-1, established probable cause. Okay, so I think that what this is saying to me is probable cause is already established? Or wait, because we haven't established probable cause. Where's perception? Right here. Perception wants you to be open to the world, with eyes, ears, and nose working at full capacity. It enables you to take in what others don't notice. The little wads of bills hid away in the sugar bowl, the odor of a perp hiding beneath the floorboards, the gulp of a suspect after claiming they've nothing to hide. At high levels, perception takes in every final detail of the physical world, enough to overwhelm all but the strongest mind. However, with low levels, you're going to miss out on everything. After all, you can't arrest what you can't see or hear. I have a ton of skill points. I'm going to level up this. Okay. Now, let's go back and see. Still at 3. I'm going to level it up again. Eight. Okay. I have a bunch of skill points, actually. What else should I level up? No. Visual calculus. What is this one? Versus visual calculus versus you not only in the laws of the state, but the laws of nature. It enables you to create virtual crime scene models in your mind's eye. You'll see how a bullet shattered the glass, and from that, trace its trajectory with mathematical precision. You'll also count so many footprints and at a glance discern shoe size and design, as well as height, weight, and gender of the one who wore them. At high levels, visual calculus makes the world reveal its secrets to you, but you may be so absorbed by your mind diorama you don't notice as crooks steal your pants. However, at low levels, your mind's eye will be blind. Okay. Let's see. Interfacing wants you to connect to machines. Composure wants you to not crack. It enables you to put up a strong front and keep your emotions hidden from the world, and it helps you to read the body language of others at high levels. It makes you tuck your gut in and maintain a stern expression. What does volition do? It urges you to be a good guy to others and yourself. It makes you hyper sane. When you're about to get funky, it keeps you normal. It's a bit of a party pooper. Esprit de corps is the very spirit of policing. You'll be the very heart of the police force, not only willing and able, but obliged to take a bullet for your partner. I kind of want to level up on perception even more. I'm going to level this up again. Because I feel like I really want that. What other skill points do I have? I have 4 more skill points. So Inland Empire has been our signature skill. Animates the inanimate. You'll have conversations with your clothing. I don't want that to get much higher. Volition makes you hyper sane. Conceptualization makes you go big, perhaps too big. Rhetoric An impressive political beast. One whose beliefs are impenetrable. Okay, logic. Solve even the most complicated puzzle. You'll be very proud and susceptible to intellectual flattery. Empathy. Put you in other people's shoes. Shivers. Keenly aware of your surroundings. I want to boost this as well. 17. I want it a little higher. I think I want my perception to be equal to Inland Empire. I'm going to boost it again. 28. I think we should search one more time. And again, we're going to see, like, I'm not so sure I'm going to be successful here, but I want to be.
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough.
Look under his fingernails.
His fingernails have turned dark. They're chipped and quite long. There is dirt under them. That's all.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
I've got a gut feeling that there's more to this corpse.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast.
Okay, where do we find a fridge?
Hey, wasn't there a giant ice bear sarcophagus below that building?
What? Why, yes, there was.
Now, detective, I've rarely been disappointed by the size of a giant ice bear fridge, but I think we should still take a look at it first. Make sure it's big enough before we carry him over.
I thought you were going to transport him in a body bag for... Oh, is processing mean like they're gonna, like, what is it? Cremate him? Is that what that is? I thought he was going to go to the morgue and then we could look at him further there in a controlled setting, which would make sense and be sane, Kim.
Let's move. With every hour, whatever we are looking for in the deceased will become harder to find.
Oh, Christ. I just made our day even worse. Dang it. Now we gotta go back in this weird place. Hang on, let me get out my flashlight, Kim. This wasn't what I had in mind, buddy. Alright. Now, where is that crazy bear again? It's over here somewhere, isn't it? Oh, wait, we gotta turn it on here.
Both cables are unplugged from the... somewhere in the dark. Somewhere, a machine hums along with the current.
Alright. Where is it? This is so weird. Is it over here somewhere, maybe? Yeah, it's right here.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red, watching over all the ice cream wrappers hidden inside its belly.
So what do you think of this fridge, Kim? It looks big enough for 2 corpses.
It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it is capacious and cold enough, too.
But the optics on this are awful, he thinks. We need to be as silent as we can. Your visual confirms you could fit 2 more bodies in the ice bear fridge.
Shall we go and get the body, then? I'll take the head, you take the feet. The stairs won't be easy, but we'll manage.
No, we should bring it to a morgue. Oh, Kim, I don't know,
the
man.
Body is heavier than you expected and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get it down to the basement. Then 10 more minutes to stuff it into the fridge. The lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork.
This is twisted.
Beautiful. A dead body in a nice bear fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done.
I'm not sure I believe you, Kim.
Of course you don't. Look at that. What have we done? We stuffed a dead body in a nice bear fridge. This does not leave this room.
Oh my god. If this game doesn't end with us becoming partners in the police force, I am going to be heartbroken.
He means it. He doesn't want to be the ice bear cop.
No. I think this is a glorious achievement. We did our best work with the means at our disposal. Yeah, I'm not proud either, but we did find
As
a
impressive
fridge.
as the fridge is, this is a small victory among numerous defeats.
Yes.
At least we've stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection under controlled circumstances.
Inside the icy realm of the ice bear fridge, the corpse stands slumped, waiting.
Okay. Let's see if we do better. Everybody cross your fingers, cross your toes. I'm nervous. We got better odds this time. But still, like, I'm afraid. Like, we didn't establish probable cause. Okay.
Your arm reaches out and your eyes close, as if by their own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, dead flesh through the latex glove. It's right under the palm of your hand.
I have to say, there are days playing this game on the live stream where I feel like it's one hit after another. Like, no matter what my probability is, nothing goes right. And then there's days like today where it feels like the clouds have parted and like the forward momentum in the game is like making me all kinds of giddy. What is this?
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a rubber spider, your gloved hand crawls on his features. Everything is silent, all around.
Let's crawl up his nostrils.
They are swollen shut. You need to really push to get in.
Push your fingers in his nose. So the reason I'm doing this, and I wanted to look in his mouth, but Kim did that, and I feel like Kim would have seen something. I don't recall us talking about his nostrils.
Only the little one fits. The flesh changes shape as you bore in, searching for something in the cartilage. The thing you're looking for, it's not there. Crawl out, spider.
Okay. Squeeze his nose.
You pick it between your fingers. The mess feels large, very porous somehow. Keep crawling, lest you break it.
Okay. Now let's put fingers in his mouth. I love how we're seeing him moving around
The oral
on the
cavity is
screen over
cold
here.
and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop.
It's a very different view than we typically get in this game, so I'm intrigued by it. All right. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop because it's swollen.
You're on the right track.
Okay. Play with it. This feels right.
The tongue moves freely in the cavity. The mucus of the mouth is slippery, fragile, even through the latex. From the soft meat, teeth are budding. Hard pearls of bone in the gums and in the back of the mouth. Can you feel it? You're so close. Rip his jaws open now. Look in.
Open your eyes and look.
A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from his throat. And there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate.
What is it?
You see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius, the edges appear darkened.
Was he shot? Like, through the mouth? And that's why there's no clawing at his neck? Because he was dead when they hung him.
An abrasion collar. This is what we're after.
What is that? Say, abrasion collar.
I see it.
The lieutenant looks in. There's a pen in his hand. His notebook is open at the red pages. Touch it with your finger gently.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound.
Put your fingers in.
Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
Brainstem? Feel around first.
The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex. This man will never sleep again. Never wake.
Push deeper.
Your yellow fingers slide into the remains of the limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres.
Okay, so either like something sharp, like maybe an ice pick, or a bullet is what I'm thinking.
The ululations of the limbic system have ended. All is quiet.
There's a cavity cut right between the hemispheres.
The lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper.
Push deeper.
Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow.
Wriggle in.
Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper until you feel it on the tip of your finger.
Is it a bullet?
Ice cold serrated metal. Its edges cut right through the latex and into your finger.
Fish it out. What is it? What is it?
You pick the object between your index and middle finger. It feels sharp.
Like a razor?
Metal. With your face twisting from pain and concentration, all you need to do is just...
I got it.
Good.
The fridge in the background buzzes with excitement. Slowly pull your fingers out.
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers.
Oh my God, what is it? Is it a bullet? Is it a razor? Like, what is it?
With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth. The garden glove is covered in blood right up to the wrist. Between your fingers, a small flower. A blossom made of lead.
It is a bullet.
A bullet.
The lieutenant puts a small bag marked evidence under it. Drop it in. So he was dead when they hung him.
The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says,
A non-caliber. Rifle. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact.
Keep it, Lieutenant, as a gift? What? Can I have it? No. These are not good answers. Like, we're not keeping it. You know what? No, we are going to keep it because everybody thinks we suck.
Of course. You deserve it.
The lieutenant drops the bag in your hand. It feels like, oh no, we shouldn't have done that. We should have let Kim keep it because what if we go crazy again and we lose it? Now I'm going to be paranoid.
Looks like we need to add one more item to your injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion collar. Soft palate, back of mouth. High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound?
Sounds about right.
Opinion, fatal injury.
Goddamn right.
And one last thing. We should amend injury number 3. Ligament mark. New opinion, non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment.
And if you think about this, that makes more sense because this guy was a mercenary. He'd been through a whole bunch of wars. So he was really battle experienced, right? Probably very strong and in good shape. What are the odds that they would have been able to hang him from a tree without any fight on his part, any scratch marks around it? He would have gotten his fingers in to try to prevent them from being able to suffocate him with the hanging. he just would have been really more banged up than that. He had to have been shot before they hung him.
He's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death, and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
Yep. The ligament mark, the fractured hyoid bone, it was all treatment.
Yes, and the belt around his neck, the hanging, even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead.
Agreed.
I have had my doubts for a while now, since I saw there were no signs of struggle on his hands.
Yep.
And no claw marks on his neck.
But then this brings me back to the thing, like I've been saying, like, was it really the Union?
There have been other signs too. Small details. Everything is too neatly designed for us to assign probable cause here, as we did, full-heartedly. Well, no more.
Yep.
We almost fell for it, he thinks. Almost.
Yep.
There is, of course, the very real possibility he was both shot and hanged.
Maybe they just shot him while they hanged him. No, because of the... Yeah, like... No. I think I need to wash myself. Maybe the bullet holds more answers?
Yes, we should take a closer look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I am certain it has more to tell us.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
Yep. Okay. What happens next?
We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day.
You'll be gone? What should I do in the meantime?
Work on the case. Tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this.
Okay.
I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective.
Yay! I'm so proud of Harry.
The word lingers in the air of the basement. Far away, ice cream makers are buzzing, and the sea wind blows outside.
All that stupid reptilian voice in his head telling him over and over again that he was a failure, that he failed like everybody on the world. Like, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. There is always one opportunity in every moment, I feel, to come back from, like, failure.
Detective.
Healed morale.
After you bag the corpse, Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You can do side tasks and even the main case, but it might be more difficult. Plan his exit accordingly.
Okay, so let's bag him, Kim, take him away. Yeah, let's just do that. I'm not going to talk to this dead man anymore. We're not going down the crazy train with that for a minute.
All right.
He takes out the shiny black body bag and starts pulling the plastic over the dead man's face.
There go those beautiful enamel boots. May they rest in processing.
I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands, I'll take the legs.
Bag the corpse and drag it to the motor carriage. I hope it pauses with us at the motor carriage, because we have a phone call we need to make. And it did not. Okay, so what time is it? 10:10? All right. Let's take a look at everything we have going on right now. So we have some skill points that we can level up. Shivers is again... may make you seem mad to the outside world. I do want to level up Shivers, but I want to be sane. Yeah, Volition gives you the will to finish the investigation. We're leveling up here. Okay, great. Authority. What does authority do for us? Urges you to assert and reassert your dominance over those around you. At high levels, it demands respect. Even a perceived slight could send you into knee-breaking mode. No, I don't want that. Suggestion. Soft power approach. If people think they want what you want, you've already won. This skill enables you to implant ideas into the minds of others. At high levels, it makes you affable to everyone and more resistant to their charms in turn. But all that schmoozing and oozing charm will make you slimy. And you'll know it, even if no one else does. I have 2 points. Half-light. We have very low half-light. I think I'm going to level up here a little bit to help us out. No, I don't want to threaten people, but I want to have savoir-faire. Urges you to be better than you are. Urges you to be disco. Makes you a cooler cop whose athletic flair will impress. King of cool. Let's give ourselves a little bit of this. Okay, we have no skill points left, but we're growing as an individual. What do we have going on here? I don't think we can do that yet. Open the apartment door. The doors behind the greenhouse. A basement door. I don't know how much of this I want to do without Kim. I'm feeling a little bit like cautious. Investigate the doomed commercial area. We could do that. We do not have a badge yet. Ask around about tattoos' possible meaning. You should probably talk to about 2 people about them for this. Okay, so does that mean I should put that item? Let's put this back. Should I be walking around with this? Where is it? Interact. The photo of the tattoos. Let's walk around with this and ask people about this. Why can't I? You don't hold it? So how do I get to ask people about? Use interact button in inventory to inspect the item. Let's see. Yeah, but I want to I don't want to inspect it. I want to ask people about it. All right, forget that. What else are we going to do? Explore the sing karaoke. The special borscht. Oh, let's go see if we can investigate this whole borscht thing. In the kitchen. The tomatoes are so thinly sliced you can see through them.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Leo said you're friends with Manana. Is that true?
The mention of Manana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again.
Okay, well...
We're friends?
Yeah, it's a favorable response, so you know that they have a positive connection. What is in the bush that you're making there?
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak.
Sorry, I don't understand you.
Just one word. Sounds quizzical. Then he awaits your answer, with his brow arched.
Yes?
Borscht need more vodka?
Vodka borscht! I love it, Bratan!
Oh no.
Turn it the fuck up and then ask for some yourself!
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
Okay. No vodka. Turn your fingers counterclockwise. Cut it.
The cook gives you a long, disappointed look, then turns the stove off and seems to wait for you to speak.
Okay. What happened? Something happened. Where's the borscht one? Is it done? Here it is. Yeah, completed. All right, so it's got vodka in it, so it's making people inebriated when they have it. Do you know what's behind that door?
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself.
Oh.
Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
All right. I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine, because that's not weird. All right. Nothing else to say. Is there anything I can talk to Gart about? Does Gart know anything about the borscht?
Can I help you?
Nope. Okay. I wonder what this lady has to say. She's in a different spot than last time. No. Come over here. Where are you going? Stay out of that room.
Let me handle this.
The woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you.
Detective skin color.
Oh,
I'm still black, as you can see. Do you have any more keen-eyed observations?
We should apologize to her. That was gross.
Her entire character has shifted.
Yeah.
This young woman is cold as ice.
So, is she affiliated with the dock workers?
She's right. You're basically an epidermochromatic police officer.
Yes. You lied to me. I was just making an observation. You're the gardener.
No, I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
Oh, that's interesting. She crosses her arms. Wait, is she being sarcastic with us? Is that what's going on?
So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does.
She points to the man on her right.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
Could this be the Miss Beaufort that Easy Leo mentioned? The one Mr. Evrart sent to law school?
Yeah. Are you Lizzie Elizabeth, Miss Beaufort?
I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here. Titus Hardy.
Damn, she's good. I like her.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes. In the way she stands. In her face.
Okay.
You caught her off guard. Push her some more.
Easy. Leo told me about you. He likes to talk a lot. Hardy, not yet. I had another question. Let's do the easy. Leo told me about you. He likes to talk a lot.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. You are here to question these men.
You set the pace and the topic of these conversations here. Establish that. A man like Easy Leo could have said anything. Do not be restrained, sire.
All right. He said Mr. Evrart sent you to law school. He said you were in debt to Mr. Claire. You're the union fixer. He said you're Mr. Everart's due des machine. He said Mr. Evrart sent you to law school.
I represent the union and these men here. Don't make this personal.
I'm not.
A very minor victory.
Okay. What if I want to talk to you, not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
I saw what you were thinking. You want to say, what are you going to do to me? Don't. Just because it's in your head doesn't mean you have to say it.
I agree with that.
You will not lose out on anything good by not saying it.
All right, so I'm not sure how much of the questioning of the dock workers I want to do without Kim, which is why I'm kind of stalling by talking to her first. Plus, I want to know more because, quite frankly, she wasn't very forthcoming with us. And here's what I don't understand. She was saying that she was doing gardening, right? In the in that courtyard, and that she had to leave because the body was starting to stink things up. Well, if she's the legal counsel for the union dock workers, why didn't she just have them move the body? What's your role in all this?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
Okay. Why are you so aggressive?
I am being aggressive? Listen, you moral and unlucky. You are part of a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you are their bodyguard.
Okay. Well, I'm glad she said this, because now I feel like her viewpoints are out in the open. And I think that makes it a lot easier to understand where she stands.
Fuck yeah.
The tall, broad-shouldered man takes a sip of his beer.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
Okay, the world needs a financial buffer zone. No need to get emotional. The privatization is not unlawful. It's cool and funny. No. I don't know where you heard that, but it's wrong. The RCM is principled and strong, unlike your socialists. No. I liked that. Good start. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising? What are the union's plans? Yeah, let's do that. Let's ask those questions. I like number 4 the most, I think. I liked that. Good start. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising? What are the union's plans?
Look, a comedian. Do your job, ask your questions, then get out of Martinez.
Strange. It's as if people don't believe a cop could be a socialist revolutionary.
Okay. What are you going to do to me?
What are we going to do to you?
It's a cold laughter, devoid of joy.
You were specifically asked not to say that, and then you said it anyway, you junior delinquent. But you still did.
Yeah, but we got a reaction out of her. That's not nothing.
The union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Okay.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
I should talk to Titus then. Okay, what do we think? Two in the chest and down he goes. What's all this stuff? It's a bowl. There's spit in it, reeking of tobacco. Photos of men in overalls toting guns and Union placards. You see hawthorn bushes outside. All right, let's try.
This is where you say your bit.
A broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can. Don't say anything yet. First, we need to talk about your attitude. We need to talk about the man hanged out back. Don't say anything yet.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
Do not let their squeals disturb your serenity. These are but simple peasants, sire.
No, the chatter is too inane to reach your ears. Raise your chin and gaze into the distance like a prince. No. We need to talk about the man hanged out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that one.
Okay.
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to get real ripe and pretty for you.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. Hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell.
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I mean, I would have just left him up there. You must really like cleaning up other people's shit.
So, this is what I don't understand about a situation like this. Even if the Union wanted to make a statement with that body, even if the Union, like, that whole situation was a threat, the reality is they placed it in their own neighborhood. Like, the Richie Riches at the corporate level aren't living here. So they're really not punishing the corporate types.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them.
Scan the room.
No. I's here. You got business with my boys. You got business with me.
He understood what you were doing, taking inventory of them. Now watch the other guys fuck it up by falling out of line.
Yeah! You fuck with the Hardy boys, you fuck with Titus Hardy!
Shouts the scrawny rat-faced man, 2 teeth missing in the front.
Yes, falling out of line to please him. This is the best kind. And now this guy is going to...
Relax, Dennis. No one is fucking you yet.
Says the 40-something man from the corner, with a plectrum hanging from his neck.
use it to take a dig at his friend. Floodgates open.
Yeah, Dennis, calm down. No one's fucking you, you stupid fuck.
Let Dennis enjoy his fucking, man. We don't mind.
You notice gang tattoos. The man must be either Mesk or Sarah Marizian? Sarah Marizian.
This one knows how to keep things going. He's a hothead, but not one to be taken lightly. The last one is a bit of a black sheep.
Yeah, you're not even being fucked, Dennis.
Easy, fellas. We got company. Let's see what brings the cop around.
Too late. You already got a pretty good picture of these guys. You can use this.
What can I use it for?
Fucking say something already!
The rat-faced man doesn't let you think. The man hanged in the backyard. Did you do it? I'm going to take off now. I wouldn't have come in with as direct of a question as that, but on the other hand, that's probably what they're expecting that I want to know, right?
The pretty boy. You really love talking about him.
How come he has a southern accent?
Evidence. Show them you have it. It doesn't have to be conclusive.
Why is there a container belt around his neck? I have spoken to the dead man in a bizarre occult vision. You're involved somehow. I just don't have proof yet. Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck? So they would have seen that. Everyone would have seen that. What I don't want to do is offer up the bullet just yet.
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor?
Yes, why?
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him. We did this together, all of us, until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
Aha, so you just confessed to murder?
Goddamn right.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
But that's not how he died. Who called the shots? When did the hanging occur? Why did you kill him? How did you kill him? How does the bullet in his head factor into this? Why don't I just... Why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
Glad we cleared that up.
So am I. Now, how about you get the fuck out of my town?
Countless lines separate life and death. What terminal boundary was crossed here? Men like Titus don't murder over nothing. Ask him again.
I'm going to ask you again, Titus. Why'd you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out of line in my town.
So he was a mercenary, that's it?
And he stepped out of line.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Kohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
Interesting.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
Yeah.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
How do you even know he was in Special Forces?
'Cause one night, he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm Oranese goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all.
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some Oranese paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
Why would he do that? Like, why would a mercenary be that obvious?
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did. Right there. Like some kind of animal.
Sire, the tale is true. This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Okay, besides crimes against karaoke, what did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
He wiped spittle from his mouth.
There's slight unease in him, suddenly. He regrets mentioning the rape.
Yeah.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here.
Okay.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah. This girl's on the mic, a beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle, doesn't even fall down.
Was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
He repeats like a parrot.
There's something odd here.
Right, but who did he grape? This is a very serious allegation.
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
I mean, I don't entirely blame him.
Despite the stonewalling, you can slip one more question in.
Okay. I don't think he's gonna tell me. I really want to know, but I don't think... Okay, then, about the man you killed.
What about him?
How did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
You're pretty sure you've had at least 2 years of cop school and many more of active service.
The autopsy revealed the victim's hands were not tied, no signs of struggle. How do you explain that?
Look, I'm not gonna play 20 questions with you, capo. I'll say it again. We killed him.
Yeah, I knocked him out. Came up behind him and clubbed him in the back of the head. He went down like a sack of sand.
That's right, lawman. And then we hanged the fuck.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first, then see if it all adds up.
Where did all this action... What did you use to knock the victim out?
My fucking elbow, Copper. Samaran boxing style.
Samaran boxing, or Sambo, is an eloquently violent set of one-on-one fighting moves, originating from the Samaran Isola. Sambo style implies stealth, cleverness, and cool.
I am sinking so deeply into this interview, guys.
He may be lying, but he's good at it. No twitching, no rushing, no uncalled for details.
Things aren't quite right here, are they?
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But...
Tell me who's solid.
Elaine, who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man, the least antsy of the bunch. Definitely not his first time being questioned by the police.
Okay.
This little rat-faced fellow is solid, too. Always fidgety, yes, but no change there.
Yeah, Shanky seems the most, like, casual at giving really, like, solid answers.
Him neither. Mostly keeps to his tomato juice,
Yeah.
or whatever he's got there.
Who's cracking under pressure? This one, Fat Angus. He's sweating profusely and has difficulty breathing. They've smartly kept him out of the conversation thus far. Definitely the weakest link in the chain. Let's go to him. Hey, you having trouble breathing over there?
No.
He looks up startled, his forehead shiny from sweat. A few coiled locks are peeking out from under his warm woolen hat.
Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
The man next to the big guy bursts out laughing. So that's a good way to cover for someone who's uneasy, is to, like, add some humor and shift the focus to yourself.
Fuck
right?
off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy. All muscle.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
Okay, where did all this action take place?
Right fucking here. Eugene already told you that the fuck had started coming to our bar.
Yeah, man. Weren't you listening?
There's something you're not telling
And
me.
fuck you, too, Copper. Picking on Angus like this. We're done with this schoolyard shit. And just so you know, he doesn't have trouble breathing.
They're trying to stick up for him so that he'll keep his mouth shut.
His all-muscle comment wasn't sarcastic. He's genuinely trying to look out for Angus.
Yeah, they want him to feel secure and protected so he doesn't snap.
This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
Right, I have other questions about the lynching.
Like what, Copper?
Let's see. When did the hanging incident occur?
You don't have to answer any of his questions.
The fixer turns to remind Titus.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long had you known the victim?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah. Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce, the negotiator for Wild Pines.
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what? Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, Your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
So what are we going to do now? Why don't I just arrest you? How does the bullet in his head factor into this? Who called the shots that night? You murdered him just like that? No remorse? Do I tell them about the bullet? I'm not convinced that they did it. I'm going to mention the bullet.
Huh? How the fuck do I know? Anyone could have shot him. Target practice, maybe.
Another sip. He's tight-lipped suddenly.
Interesting, sire. It's as if he's lying to protect someone. He's not very good at it.
This line of questioning is over. You got the cause of death already? Hanging. If there's any post-mortem trauma, it's your problem. This will not turn into a cross-examination.
Who called the shots that night?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
Let's see. I don't have to. One of them was more complicit than others. Or no. But seriously, who calls the shots around here? Let's do that.
Who do you fucking think does?
You do. You give the commands. I thought she did. Biggest animal dominates the herd. I'm guessing it's the big one. Gangs are usually run by the oldest, most venerable member. Evrart Claire runs the union. You answer to him, right? Okay, so let's think about this. Who likely is in charge here? I wonder if I said her, if that would mess with his masculinity enough that he would refuse or point out somebody else. Or we could point at Fat Angus and really try to ruffle everyone. I kind of want to do that just to see what the reaction is.
The sweaty man turns red and looks first down, then around him, apologetically.
It's not the fat ass. Titus runs the Hardy Boys, genius. That's why we're called the Hardy Boys. Ain't that right, fellas?
I think you got your answer, Mr. Law.
Yes, there are some administrative differences. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
Interesting. Why don't I just arrest you?
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
It's almost an anthropological sight, watching him try to assert dominance over you.
Not in the arresting mood?
You confessed to murder. I'm taking you in.
Look, Carl. I know you think you're doing your job here, but there are 7 of us, and just 1 of you.
The bore's the size of your eye. I can almost see the stars.
The bore's the size of your eyes. So he has a gun. But what does that gun look like?
The little guy? You're the little guy now.
All right.
So, little guy, you had some questions?
Beneath everything, he's grateful. Just a bit. You don't force him to get ugly.
Yeah, little questions.
You murdered him just like that? No remorse?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Chaise électrique is the method of capital punishment in Revachol under the Coalition. During the suzerain's reign, it used to be the firing squad.
or send them to Reunion to rot for 20 years, for life.
He says it as if it was worse than dying. And Reunion, what's that? Yes, but these were all bad people. I'm just doing my job. What I do is different. I enforce the law. Honestly, I drink so much I can't really remember anyone I've sent behind bars. Look, I'm just doing my job, that's all.
So you are just a simple, well-meaning man, eh? Ever been in solitary? Prison is a charter. That's what it is.
Yeah.
He's clearly been in solitary confinement, and at a young age, nonetheless.
The fucker got what was coming to him. Our conscience is clean.
So what are we going to do now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. You should go back to Jamrock, to your station, where you belong.
Yes, run home, lonely rent-a-cop. Real law officials are done with you. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Jesus.
Rent-a-cop. So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equal.
Yep. Establish authority, yeah. You still haven't explained the bullet I found in the hangman's head.
You still on about that bullet? A bullet in a hangman's head. You're right, Copper. That is mighty curious.
Curious, yes. I guess we'll never know. About something else, though? We're truly curious. If you hanged him, how did it get there?
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads. I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
Sire, it would be an event most dramatic if you were to produce the bullet and dangle it before their very eyes.
No. I don't want them to know I have it on me. I think the hanging was a cover-up for the shooting.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
All the goofing around is to avoid lying. It's a technique. They're only pretending to enjoy this. Beneath the act, they don't like you knowing this.
Don't worry. I will figure this out sooner or later.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
He crosses his hairy arms, having forgotten his beer for a moment.
It's not like you blew it wide open, but there's a little crack in there, somewhere.
Again, just get the dead guy's autograph, since you're his biggest fan.
Good one, Titus.
Who called the shots that
Are you
night?
deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
I don't have to. One of them was more complicit than the others.
That's for the courts in Les Jardins to decide. Not for the officer making an arrest. Which we all know you won't be. What you can do right now is go back to your station and write a report.
But they don't want you back at the station, do they?
About fucking time.
Okay. I feel like we did learn some stuff for sure. What do we got going on in our notebook? Talk to Titus and establish authority in the Hardy Boy eyes. Okay. You have to gain authority in Titus's eyes for the investigation to advance. Soften him up first. Maybe investigate the crime scene or the body. Look for a witness. Get help from the union boss or the company rep. Tie them to any other crimes. Okay. What time is it? 8 o'clock. All right, I want to eat dinner, but I want to go talk to the lady at the boat first. Dude, why aren't you running from me? Run. Oh, wrong button. So many buttons. Oh, who's this? You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be browsing books.
The ship takes off like a silvery mosquito, unfolding its rotor blade arms. She mumbles reading, then puts down the soft cover.
A good one?
Yes? Hello?
Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
I wouldn't either when I'm trying to buy books.
If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Shouldn't a working class woman be working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read.
Good, good.
It is.
I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Do you need the help of a policeman?
What with?
She tries hard to focus on the book stand. Watch her browse
Her
the books.
hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking.
Maybe your husband is missing?
My husband? No, he's not.
So where could he be?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
So what I'm hearing is you really don't know where your husband is. Why are we messing with this woman?
Yes, but I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
I agree. 20-something years in a marriage, I agree. Wouldn't you like to?
No.
Right. Suit yourself then. I don't really care if your husband is missing. Maybe you're right. Maybe he isn't missing.
Of course he's not. It's not like he's a pocket watch. I wouldn't just lose him.
She has, though. The husband is totally lost. You should tell her that it's okay.
It's okay.
What?
It's all right to not know where your husband is. Nothing shameful in that.
Who said anything about shame? Stop talking down to me. My husband is not missing.
But he is. You can feel it. Or maybe it's something else.
Ooh, sorry. Maybe your cockatoo is missing.
I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here.
Ma'am, I was asking about your cockatoo. Is it missing?
I don't even have a cockatoo. And guess what?
What?
Even if I had, it wouldn't be missing.
All right, cockatoo's not missing. I just wanted to make
Great.
sure. She turns her attention back to the book stand. Just one more question. What did you mean by me being a cockatoo?
Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in the bookstore.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
You're being sarcastic. Let's talk about something else.
Please, let's do.
Maybe your children are missing?
No, absolutely not.
Her words come out quick as gunshots. Okay, so then where are they?
Are you a policeman or a nanny?
She's definitely disturbed by now. Nanny, where are they?
They are not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking.
Oh,
Given the ladder of vices
get lost,
a
electrochemistry. You're no fun.
chance. What if something horrible has happened? What if they're dead? That's the bad vibe you got before.
No. They are at home, right? Smoking cigarettes?
What? That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends down in Shamrock. There's nothing to worry about. They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need me protecting them from everything now.
Ugh, what age is that? Because I haven't found that age yet. Maybe you're right. Maybe they aren't missing after all. Tell me something else. That's all for the moment.
The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
Well, that was a little unhinged of us, but it was funny. I'm not really sure why we got on like that, but all right. I miss Kim. When's he coming back? It's not the same without our partner. I gotta say, it seems miserable to me to be on a boat in this cold, living in New England. I mean, the ocean's not that far away from me, and in the wintertime, it is so raw outside.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I've talked to Evrart Claire.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Claire?
He's a beautiful man, beautiful and just. Hero of the workers' union, bloated rainbow socialist. I can do business with him. For a socialist, he's reasonable, not the champion I have chosen. It's not important if I liked him. I was doing my job. That's the answer we're going to give her.
Of course, Detective. Excuse me for implying otherwise. I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt verm myself. However, if you felt like passing some information, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Well, you have to gossip with me too, and you haven't been willing to do that, lady.
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things.
Sure.
Yes, your disgusting necktie agrees completely. Let's gossip.
Let's see. I helped him turn up the heat on the borscht. I'd rather talk about something else for now, if you don't mind. Let's talk about the borscht with her.
Did you now? What sort of borscht is he making?
The cook makes it to keep the strikers drunk, helps them strike.
The strike brew. That's a classic. And by turn up the heat, I presume you mean put more alcohol in it?
Yes.
Why, if I may ask? Why make them more drunk? Aren't they corked enough already?
Good question. My intention, by the way, is to play the union boss and this lady against each other, if I can figure out how to do that successfully. An act born of sympathy for the working man. I worship Al Ghul in many ways. It's uninteresting. I thought it would make the broth taste better. Actually, I turned the knob like this, turn the heat down.
Beyond curious. I will choose to interpret that as you turning the alcohol in the strike brew down. For the sake of our professional relationship. And because I don't like the idea of them any more drunk than they already are. What else?
I'd rather talk about something else for now, if you don't mind.
Of course, Detective. Should something come up later, down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
I've got some more questions about
more
reality.
Lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Let's try this one.
6 kilometers southwest in the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog. To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?" "Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again.
I don't want to talk about dead dogs. Why do video games have so many dead dogs in them? I played Resident Evil 2 not too long ago, and I had to kill all these, like, zombie dogs, and it really bummed me out, man.
We always do.
What am I?
You? You're an officer of the RCM.
The Revachol Citizens Militia?
Preciso mundo.
Good. And what is the Revachol Citizens Militia?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
You said de facto?
Yes. That means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin.
What do you mean?
The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital.
So I'm basically a lackey of capital.
There's nothing basic about your role, Detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it.
That sucks.
Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you.
Why?
The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown.
Jesus.
They called it the international zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue citizens' initiative. They will never forgive you. So permit me to conclude with this. Who you are to me is the police, the only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol.
Thank you, ma'am.
And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help.
Okay. What are you?
What I am not is a basic term of reality.
Everyone wants to talk about themselves. She will, in time.
Yeah. What is this?
A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions?
Am I really that awkward?
Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games.
Let me ask you something else.
Ask me anything.
That's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know.
So I've been dealing
Anything
with
else?
Evrart again.
She's not even asking you anything. It's so easy to just say.
I'm gonna say it. That he's helping me to find my gun.
Oh. That's so helpful of him. So very, very helpful. And how is that going? Do you have any leads on that gun?
I'm wondering if I can pit her against him and see who can get me my gun back to me in the most advantageous way to me, is what I'm hoping for. Mr. Evrart says it's almost ready to be found soon.
Did he now? Well, then it should be any day now. Unless, of course, he's lying to you. Anyway, was there anything else you've heard?
Perhaps he is.
Yeah.
Oh. So very, very helpful. And how is that going? Do you have any leads on that gun?
No.
Well, maybe he's not as helpful as you thought then. Is there anything else? Of course, Detective. You can always drop by later, should something come up.
Dang it, I was hoping she was gonna offer, like, I could be of better help to you than him. Awesome sauce. Alright. What's going on with this girl? Anything new with her?
Hello again, officers. Have
Nope.
you come to admire my mural?
Nope, I have not. What do we got going on here? We have a skill point. Where should we level up? Let's see. Empathy, volition, perception is high. Interfacing, master machines, connect, composure. I want to be sane. I'm going to give more volition. Okay. I'm hoping that'll help me from getting sloppy again. Any new stuff here? Oh, you know what? This didn't bring me... Should we open this area back here?
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head.
Press your ear against
The
the
leather
door.
upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp.
Carefully knock.
You knock silently. The upholstery muffles the sound. No response comes from the apartment.
All right. I don't know if I want to do this without Kim as backup, because I don't know what's in there. I feel like I want to wait for him. I really just don't want to die having come this far. One of the other things I was kind of wondering is, was there any residual evidence now that we... Whoops, sorry guys. Now that we got the body down. I was very much thinking about that. Oh, look, there's more and more people. There's something down there.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
I'm scum, just a scummy old scum. I don't deserve anybody. That's awful. Don't think that about yourself. Alright. We are gonna do one more thing. Actually, I never noticed before that I could actually...
You see a
inspect
set
the
of tire
fence.
tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in the language of burnt rubber. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there.
Interesting. This is how they transported the... Is this how they transported the body?
And then accelerated straight into the fence. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building, before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
This is significant somehow.
Maybe. Probably. An ominous warning of bad things ahead.
What? I think I got it.
The tracks are as they have ever been. A bit more worn, perhaps. Fortunate.
All right. So that was new. Anything around here to look at? Kuno's gonna have a fucking heart attack.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Sitting at a desk, Lieutenant Kitsuragi fiddles with a pen, then writes something on the paper in front of him. He shouldn't be doing that. He should be here discussing the footprints.
Oh, it's weird how I know where he is and what he's doing.
There are several footprints. Sitting at a desk.
All right. Anything else for me to check out around here?
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. Well, it is a container. Maybe you're prioritizing it.
I should get you open, trash container.
The lock says, whirling in rags. Maybe the proprietor has the key. Who knows what secrets wait inside? Beware. They're very painful secrets.
Interesting. Why don't I just use my, like... Where are they? I have, like, tools, like... Yeah, chain cutters. Can't I just put that in this hand? Now what happens if I do this?
This trash container is locked.
Alright, so that wasn't fun. And it's starting to snow. Can I go talk to what's-his-face about that? Can I talk to this guy? It's all about money, you know. Okay, guy. That's not helpful.
Can I help you?
No. I saw another thing at the whirling.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
So the phone line is dead?
Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers.
That's pretty
It's
strange.
not strange, it's inconvenient.
Is it true that there was foul play?
Who told you that?
I would never disclose my sources. That would be dishonorable.
Fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of arseholes around here who aren't murderers.
I would say it's related, Gart.
If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know so I can forward them the repair bill.
Okay. I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go into the kitchen?
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
There may be something pertinent to the investigation in the kitchen.
He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with...
He changes his mind.
Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
There's something else I want to ask about. Yeah, nothing. I wanted to ask about the trash, the key for the trash, but I guess that's not going to work out to my favor. You know, the other thing I wanted to do is to question the blonde lady. I haven't talked to her in a while. I wonder if she's here.
The door is closed. Still no answer.
Okay. All right. Okay, guys. It is 8:23 my time right now. And so for me, that feels like the perfect time to go eat my dinner. Don't tell Measurehead, but I think I'm having potatoes again tonight. Thank you for watching the stream. I hope you're enjoying it. If you have any tips for me, drop them in the chat. If there's anything you feel that I forgot in tonight's investigation of the body, you can mention that, but try not to do spoilers for things that we haven't gotten to yet. I will be back live tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed the background music. Thank you to the commenter who made that suggestion. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll talk to you later, guys.